Okay, so one of the most powerful things you can do for your body when you're healing is to talk to your body and affirm what it's doing. So it's a form of affirmation, and this is best used in a kind of meditative state. It's a form of Raj Yoga, or one specific form of meditation is mantra meditation, where you pick a word and you say it over and over and over and over again, and the idea being that word loses all meaning and you go into a transcendental state. It's basically the foundation of transcendental meditation is they give you a word that you repeat over and over. When you're in a meditative state, certainly when you're combining it with breath work, when you bring your mind and your body really into alignment, that can be a really powerful state in which to give yourself repetition or affirmations. So a fundamental sort of way of building an affirmation is to use I am. So you can use this to communicate to your body. You know, you can say, I am healing, I am getting better, I am improving, as opposed to berating your body, or as opposed to worrying constantly, or having these ideas floating around in your head like this soup of negativity that, oh, this is me now, I'm never going to get better. You know, any thought or feeling or words used with real emotion will communicate to your subconscious. So this is one way that we can form a belief very quickly, is to charge a word with that much emotion that it goes directly into the deepest part of our mind and subconscious. So we can use that to your advantage. So it's not denying reality. You're not lying to yourself. You're communicating with your body as you would communicate with someone you love and you care deeply about. So in this place of, do some deep breaths, get yourself in a nice relaxed state, nice meditative state, where your body is then primed for healing because you've activated the parasympathetic nervous system and you've calmed everything down. You can then make these suggestions to yourself that you're grateful that your body is healing. You're grateful that your mind and your body are in alignment. If there's a specific part of your body, say you've had a heart attack, for instance, you can visualize, or it doesn't have to be an accurate medical visualization. It can just be your interpretation of all those blood vessels opening up and the blood flowing around your heart and your heart beating in a nice regular rhythm, and you see your blood pressure coming down, and you just imagine these things as well as telling yourself, like speaking to your body out loud, in a calm voice, like, I am healing, I am getting better, I'm feeling better now, I'm doing good, my heart is healthy, and sort of just reaffirming what you want to be true. It's essentially the opposite of worry, because very often people will poo-poo this idea. They're sort of like, oh, it's just talking to yourself, it's nonsense, it's never going to work, never going to do anything. But they believe in worry. They believe in a negatively charged emotion. They believe in the lies they're constantly telling themselves, or they seem able to easily believe in the things that they don't want to happen. And I agree, it is a lot harder to put your faith and put your energy into what you do want to happen. But that is the biggest mindset shift that you can make, on which you can form the basis of everything else. You can speak to yourself in a positive terms. Talk to yourself like you're someone you care about, and make suggestions to your body that are positive, as well as using that meditative state, that breathwork state as a foundation, just to hold an image of yourself as healthy, as yourself as well, as your heart beating well, of your body functioning as it should be. And then just being grateful for that, being grateful that in this very moment, your body is keeping you alive. You're alive right now. Regardless of what's wrong, regardless of what's happened to you, if you're watching this video, you're alive right now. There's breath in your lungs and there's thoughts in your mind. And it's about using those thoughts, training those thoughts, bringing them away from the negative, away from the worry. I always say to my clients, worry is a waste of perfectly good imagination. We engage in worries all day, every day. Some people are expert worriers. Why not become expert positive visualization people? Why not become expert at affirming what you do want? Why not become an expert at imagining what you do want? Would that not be a better use of imagination? You're going to be caught up in your mind anyway. If you're going to be in thought loops anyway, if you're going to be thinking anyway, you may as well train them to be beneficial, because your body, the cells in your body will hear this and they will respond to the positive affirmation. That's the point of this video, is to say that what we verbalize, what we say, what we think carries a vibration, it carries a charge that will have an effect on our body. So if we want to heal, we have to believe it's possible, and we have to think about healing. We have to think about what we do want. If we focus on the negative, if we worry about our heart, if we worry about our blood pressure, if we worry about all the other things, it's going to have a detrimental effect. If you're worried about these things, then take some action and do something about it. That action, in the first instance, can be training your mind, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes a day, to think very positively, very clearly, bring about nice visualizations, and just give yourself that 10-minute window, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just to sit in a calm state, regulating your breathing and thinking about what you do want. From there, you can begin to make positive lifestyle changes and move on from there. So it's completely possible. Let me know in the comments if you're a perpetual worrier, or if you'd like some more information on this. I'd be happy to help in any way I can. But yeah, just talking to yourself like you're someone you care about can be very, very beneficial. And again, like everything I teach, the results compound. They compound over time, and they can have really positive effects on your overall health and your body's ability to heal. If you think about, if you were watching a child play football, if you were screaming abuse at them, telling them only what they're doing wrong, they're going to perform worse. If you're shouting encouragement at them, highlighting what they're doing well and giving them a basis on which to build on, they're going to do better. The same is true for your body. Yeah, undoubtedly there's some truth in the worry, but that doesn't mean that you've got to live there. Undoubtedly, imagining health, some of it's going to be a little bit fanciful, a little bit of fantasy, but it's going to move you in the right direction. So it's just shifting the needle from constant worry and beratement over to, this high ideal, this ideal of perfect health, this idea of caring for your body, And when things settle down, that pendulum is going to settle somewhere in the middle. But that's a much better place to be than over in that worry zone. I hope this makes sense, and let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.